Welcome to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Huntington Beach Pier, north side. Wasn't really a big day, but a couple of big sets came through, and I was lucky, or maybe unfortunate, to catch one of them. But it was a good day. It was glassy, no wind at all. Tide was out, which is very rare. We haven't had a morning low tide in months, so I don't know what the moon is doing, but that was good that we had it today because it was just perfect. And so we went on the north side. The south side had a lot of kids, again, from the high school, so we avoided that. And it turned out we were pretty much by ourselves for the first half hour to 40 minutes. And then people started showing up around 8, and then by 9 o'clock it started to get thin again. So I guess people were just trying to catch a few waves before work, so it got busy there for a little bit. But when I first got there, I caught a wave. I wasn't really sure where we were waiting because the waves, break outside, middle, and in on the shore. So there was 3 breaks today. So I was kind of just waiting around, but I saw a set coming, and most of the waves just rolled by because it wasn't. They weren't big enough to break on the outside reef or sandbar, whatever you call it. So I saw one come, so I started to paddle out further to not get hammered by it. But it turned out it kind of fizzled a little bit, so I turned and decided to take it, and I took off, and it was all of a sudden as I started paddling, it just jacked up really high when it hit that reef, and I kind of just took off on a pretty steep face, and I just went flying down the base just enough on the back of the board to keep the nose from going under. That would have been bad, but I managed to keep the nose from going under and did a bottom turn. It felt like I was going like 100 miles an hour and made a beautiful, smooth bottom turn just so fast. And I can hear the wave behind me crashing, and it was pretty loud, like thunder, just kaboom. And then I made the bottom turn, like I said, heard the wave crashing, so I pulled up a little higher on the wave, and then made wave slowed down and got towards the middle section, so I did a big right turn, and then went back into the foam to try to wait for the reform for the second break, and managed to catch that, and then I just pulled out right after that. But that was just a very serious drop, and that wave was well overhead. It didn't look like it when it first started coming for me. It just looked like an average size wave, but when it hit that sandbar, it just was the right angle or something, and it just went sky high. It was way over my head. And then that was about, I'd probably say, the biggest wave I've ridden without crashing. So that was pretty fun. And then I got another one right after that. The same thing happened. It just hits that reef and jacks up. And so I caught a second one, exact same thing, big steep drop, fast bottom turn. But then this one didn't have much of a second break. I think I was going too fast and I overshot the wave. I should have turned back sooner. When I turned back, I was too far out in front of it, and it wasn't enough wave out there to keep me in. So that one didn't take me as far in as the other ones did. So it went pretty good, though. I mean, I'm not going to complain that I didn't get all the way in, but those drops were real adrenaline run. The adrenaline pushers. My body was all vibrating when I got done with those 2. And then the rest were pretty much mellower. They were getting harder to catch as the day went on because the low tide was at 6:51, I believe. And then so by 8 o'clock it was starting to come up. And by 9 they weren't breaking that often outside. There was about 10 kids on the inside shore break trying to catch those. And I caught one, but I just laid down and rode it in because I was done at 9-ish. I think it was about 9:15 or 9:30 when we came out. And so I rode that one in, but it was, it was hard to catch them on the outside after 9. The waves just kind of fizzled. And so the tide came up, and that's what kind of dictates what happens. So not bad at first. First hour was just awesome, just smooth, glassy. I mean, there was no wind. It was like literally a mirror. It was just so pretty. And the sun was up, so it was warm. The water is still cold, still 50s, but it's starting to feel like the high 50s now, so close to 58. So that's pretty good. It's not good, but it isn't bad. So the sun was up, which makes a big difference. And so beautiful sunny day. And of course tomorrow supposed to rain again. So off and on with this surfing thing this year, very odd. And the current is going north. I don't understand that. Again, that's supposed to be going the other direction. So it's been a very strange year overall. So for the most part, sporadic has been the surf. So take it when you can get it, and enjoy the great days like today, because it was awesome. It was so good. So pretty pumped. I'm gonna have to calm down, get some water, and just relax for a little bit. But till then, probably not going to surf again now till Monday. That's 2 days off. So I think I can put on a few pounds if I don't surf. So that's it. So check out our sponsors, NappyClothing.com, Merch Hero, and Task Bullet, Swing Easy Hammocks, and our new sponsor, me. We are going to be doing a podcast, not a podcast, but a blog on, I think it's WordPress, Dan Nappy WordPress, and we're doing a book. I'm writing a book. I'm doing a chapter a week. I've already got a few chapters ahead of you, but we're just going to edit one at a time and just put them up on the website. So I will look that up, and I will find out the exact name and how to find it. Okay, here it is. It's dannappy.wordpress.com. That's DANNAPPI.wordpress, WORDPRESS.com. Check it out. Free book. Read it. Let me know what you think. And that is all for today. Thanks for listening. I'll see you Monday, hopefully. No rain. Thanks. Bye.